Hello everyone, this is James from Living Gardens Homestead. That last video I put out, I got a lot of good comments on there, a lot of good suggestions. And I seen how shortcoming I was on my power when the power went out. But I was kind of glad in the way that happened, because I'd rather it happen when I was out 2 or 3 days with power than if something major would come along and be a month or two without power. Then it would be too late. But I had a lot of good feedback on that video. I appreciate every one of you that give me good advice on there. And one in particular that I got, and I kind of thought about that, my solar power. See, we had a generator. For those of you that didn't watch the other video, we had a generator, and it worked the first night, but I noticed that it just wasn't running just right. And then after that night, it didn't run anymore. It didn't make no more power. So we got us another generator. So we're all right there. But if that would have happened at a really bad time, I wouldn't have been able to get no generator, because most of these stores around us was sold out, and the only ones they had left was very expensive generators. And so our solar power that I have, I try to, here's what I tried to do. I've got like 8 solar panels that are 230 watts a piece or something. And I had a solar charge controller that I could use to charge, and I've got only one battery because the lithium-ion batteries are so expensive. We've only got one so far, but we got a 200 amp hour Power Queen battery, and it lasts pretty good. But I eventually wanted to get 4 batteries, so I'd have 48 volts at 200 amps. But for now, we only had the one. But, I kind of thought of it as, I put my solar system up and my panels and everything, and I'd run a wire from my inverter to my house, and I'd try to run refrigerators, TV, everything off of that inverter. Well, like I said, one of the viewers that was viewing the video we put out gave me a good idea. Instead of having one big system, I know it's a little more cost to it, but instead of having one big system, what a fella needs is what this person called micro system for each thing, like my refrigerators. It'd be nice if I had a battery, power inverter, charge controller, and a couple of solar panels just dedicated to my refrigerators. And then another system just like that, dedicated to my pump for my well water and to run. Now I've got a gas hot water tank that it's one of those hot water on demand. It's not a tank, it just heats the water as you run it. But that still has to have 110 volts just for it to kick on and off. Not only that, but see, I could have a system for each one. That way, if one particular thing went out, it wouldn't affect my whole thing. But if you've only got one solar system and one component of that goes out, you've lost it all for everything. So yeah, he made a lot of sense to me on that, and it does make a lot of sense. Not just one generator either, a couple generators for backups. But it helps when we talk in the community like we do, and it helps give ideas to other people in the community. But the one thing that's been on my mind here lately, and it's where that hurricane went through. I know it affected us, but it didn't affect us like it did those people in North Carolina. you know, it's a sad situation. I feel sorry for those people. I really do. And, you know, just like a lot of them houses we seen going down that river or that creek or whatever it was, even if they were prepared, everything they prepared for went down through there with their home also. So, you know, even if you do feel comfortable that you're prepared, you know, you just might suffer a situation like that to where all that preparedness that you had will be gone. And it's nice to have people in a community that you're in that can help you. Now, pardon me, but I never did trust our government. That's the reason why a lot of the stuff I do is self-sufficient. And I try to be as self-sufficient as I can. And I know I'm not much, and I'm not much to depend on. But I believe I'm more than what my government would help me out. But, you know, it really, really, as bad as I was feeling for those people, it really did anger me. Now, I'm sorry. Now, I know a few of you that's watching may get angry with me, but I'm going to tell it just the way it is. I don't live in a fantasy land like a lot of these people do that are here in America. You know, we don't get a free check and money and everything else. We don't get that here. Not me. What I get, I worked for. All my life, I worked. And I worked a lot of jobs I didn't care much about. But I knew I had to provide for my family. And you know, I paid taxes. I paid federal taxes, state taxes, Social Security taxes, Medicare taxes. I paid all them taxes. Each check I get, I'd seen where I paid taxes. Now, when I worked in the coal mines, I was a boss underground. And some of you that watch my videos knows that I was a boss underground. There was some weeks. Now I made good money then, and I had Cadillac insurance that I didn't pay a dime for. The company paid for it. But I would make over $4,000 in a week. And yes, I was making good money, but when I look at my paycheck, about $1,500 of that was going in taxes. I mean, the taxes would eat my check up real good. But here's the thing, I didn't mind paying taxes because I know we got to have our roads fixed. I know that there's people out there that do need assistance, okay? And then just like at this situation, them people down there, our tax money should be trying to help those people because they need assistance right now. But what pisses me off, and what'll probably make a lot of you all mad, is I'm going to tell you right now, what pisses me off is if it's true what I heard, and what I heard, oh gosh, if FEMA had the money to help our people down there right now, but they're broke now because they took that money from the FEMA funds to help American people to give to these illegal immigrants, I'm pissed. That is not right. We have to stop these people from ruining our country. That is not right. Them people in North Carolina and places that this storm hit, they deserve FEMA having that money there to help them people to clean up, to bury their loved ones, and to rebuild their homes. That's what I paid taxes for, was to help our people here in America. Not to help these foreigners that break the laws to come here in the first place. Now, I'm sorry. Republican, Democrat, whatever you are, I'm sorry if you believe them people need help. They broke the law to come in here. And they don't deserve to be taking money that should be going to people to help our own. Lord be with you if you ever come to my door. If bad times come, and I've got to protect what's mine for me and my family, that if you come to my door and you didn't prepare, and you didn't try to heed these warnings us people try to give you, don't try to break in on me, especially if you're an illegal person that's not even supposed to be here. Just don't do it. I'm giving you that warning right now. As Biden said, don't. But my don'ts really go a long way. Now, I'm sorry if I've broke a lot of you's hearts. I'm normally a good guy. I'm normally at a good attitude, but I'm telling you, it's bothering me that they took FEMA's money to give to people that wasn't even supposed to be here in the first place. That ain't right. Now our people are suffering because of that. It ain't right. But anyway, leave it in the comments what you think, whether you think I'm right or whether you think I'm wrong. Leave it in the comments. I'm telling you, it really gets under my skin what they've done to them people. Them people are suffering enough, and here you turn around and give money to people that was supposed to go to them, and especially those people wasn't even supposed to be in this country in the first place, and they're probably going to be the very ones to pick up arms and take it against the American people. You're funding our enemies. Well, anyway, that's it for this video. I hope a lot of you are doing okay, and I hope that somehow them people get some help down there, and Lord knows they need it. But anyway, this is James from Living Gardens Homestead. Goodbye.